standing in his sunroof while driving his Cadillac down I-4.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
And hello, everyone. Yay, and my mic is on when we came back. All right. Welcome to the Welcome to Florida live stream. I am your hostess, Lorena Creole, bringing you that spice to sci-fi and pop culture analysis. And with us on the panel tonight, we have Culture Casino.
Hello.
And a special guest joining us, Fat Steven Seagal. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay right now. For some reason, I'm staring at my own avatar and I'm disgusted because I chose Brie Larson. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. How's the rest of y'all doing? And hello, chat.
Oh, we are doing great. So glad you could join us on the panel tonight. This is like a treat. I don't know if you realize that, but it truly is. You know, it really is.
I'm gonna need to clip that so I can send it to my mom so she'll talk to me again.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Tell her no money was involved. She did it.
Mom, people think I'm funny.
Oh my gosh! So let's see who we all have in the chat here. Karen Prime, my girl, she was here early. Like, hello, is anybody in there? Just not if you can hear me. Hey, girl, so glad that you are here with us. And we have Zachariah 315 who says, howdy, y'all. Well, howdy right back to you. So glad to see you. We have Stephanie Littlepage. Hello, Stephanie. She says, hey, Lorena Creole. Well, hello, sweetie. So glad you could join us.
Oh, my God, runner.
Oh, yeah. My chat is behind because I'm in a StreamYard. And even though I have a powerful desktop, sometimes it gets an attitude if I have. It's mad because I have like 30 tabs open plus YouTube. No. It's like, heifer, you were crazy. Not today. Not today. So Captain Robert April, so good to see you. He says, for one brief shining moment, I was Florida man. Yeah, were you in a hurricane with an American flag and metal music playing? Because that's the iconic Florida man moment. So that would be cool. That would be cool for you to do that. It was the moment I decided Florida was deliberately trying to kill me. Dude, that's what Florida does. No joke. I told people when I came back, I think I put this on Twitter. When I came back, literally, it was so hot down there. By the time I came back, my regular makeup did not match my face. I literally had to wait like 2 weeks before I call it reverted back to normal. It was crazy. It was crazy. But yes, the state does try to kill you between the sun and the mosquitoes and, the alligators you have to watch out for because stupid people feed them. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. The only place tries to kill you even worse probably would be Australia. And I see the great one is here. Only a few more minutes until we see the lovely Lorena Creole and whoever the guests are tonight. Unlike last week, I get to watch this one live. Well, the great one, so glad you're here. We got Culture here, and we've got Fat Steven Seagal here, and hopefully Christy, but
oh, please, Christy.
Hopefully, yeah.
As long as it's not raining inside her apartment.
Yes.
Or outside her apartment. I guess that's also a problem.
She should have put down like a crocodile mile so she can get from the room that's flooded to the kitchen a lot quicker. Just go back and forth.
Ooh, who else do we have here? We have Nick McCabe, one of the identical twins from Australia, the other land that tries to kill you. He says, hey, everyone with a heart and a cute koala bear. I love koala bears.
Want to hear a fact about a koala bear?
Sure.
No, you really? No, you don't. I already tortured Fatal J enough with that. I'm done.
Yeah, you're going to have to watch the Dark Council stream to get that joke. I'll put that one.
Oh, yeah.
So Keck44 says, howdy. Hi, Keck44. So glad you are here with us.
Yeah.
Greatness. Is that greatness awaits?
Yes, my fat fingers can't reach the keyboard properly.
Since I decided, I guess I lost my mind last week and decided, hey, let's go and get French tip extensions. Now I can't type. I'm always screwing stuff up, like putting stuff
Peter
in.
Griffin yourself.
Yes, I did. And somebody put that GIF up on my timeline. I'm just like, that's my life right now. So we'll see how long that's gonna last, because I'm really frustrated with it. Looks great, but it's getting in my way of my tech life there.
You type a lot, so yeah, that's no good. No bueno.
I type about 125 words a minute.
Not now.
Nope. This is like
now you're down to one finger.
I'm like the one finger. I'm going to be using speech to text a lot.
It's like teaching grandma to use an iPad for the first time. Where's the key?
Where do I do it? How do I make it bigger? Or like in my church, they talk to me because I show them how to hold their kids to bottom this stuff. Sam McCabe, he's the other identical twin from Australia. He says, hey, everybody, hope you're well. Heart, koala wear, wave. We are all doing great. We're doing great and so glad that you guys are here with us.
Yeah.
Karen says, hey, culture.
I don't trust that because Latino guy. I think he's simping for me. I'm not
Which
used
one?
to that kind of positivity. I'm not used to that. I'm going to need some ideas, sir, on that one.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy. Okay. I'm going to have to write StreamYards a nasty letter and say, why did your chat jump? Your chat shouldn't jump. What the heck? Let's see. So I see Runner Studios. Hey, Runner. Good to see you. And he says, Fat Steven Seagal is here. Yes, he is. We have him with us. We have him with us, the meme master. We love it. What's it? One of the meme masters? Because there's
in a cage in a dark basement with a little bit of water and a half a chicken nugget. Got me good. Got me real good.
And, well, hey, that's where we need you guys. We're gonna keep you and Apollo and ABC and that's where we keep you. And just the level above that's where Perry Chan is. So.
Yes.
Oh wow! Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great.
We need all.
And I'm below. I'm in the sub basement below all y'all. So.
I'm going to move to Tom's basement. At least he has a girls' soccer team there.
That's
it was. They're in the freezer, but they're there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He says he lets them out from time to time.
From time to time.
Yes.
That's right.
Trace XL says, sorry, go ahead.
No, so just to edit his videos. That's about it.
But Trace XL
chicken
says,
nugget.
hey, there you all are. Well, hello, Trace. And he also says, tourists just don't know about the real Florida is what it is. No, they do not. They do not. So I have something to show you guys a little bit later on. Well, probably early after some more things about the real Florida, something for real that I actually saw. Most people think Florida is just Disney World and South Beach. And no, it's not. No, it's not. Jane Theory says, hey guys. Hey Jane, how are you? So glad you could join us. I love going through the chat when we start. That's like one of my favorite things to do. Let's see. Captain Robert April said, while driving from Orlando to Jacksonville, I was hit by a microburst a little bit north of Daytona. Only my car was hit, went tumbling off the road. Microburst meaning...
Oh no, it's a legit. It's like a single unitary event of wind or wind accompanied by dust or wind accompanied by rain. It covers an area. Like there are entire trailer parks in the Southwest that'll get hit by that's the only place they hit. It's like a tornado but without the funnel cloud, and it just boom and just destroys stuff. It is a legit microburst. It's nuts.
Wow.
I gotta look that up after.
I probably know it by another name because in Florida, it's very common, almost depending on where you are. It could be raining on one side of the road and completely clear on the other side.
Yeah.
And crazy weather events, but I'll have to see.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, a lot of people call them downdrafts. It's just it like I said, I mean, it is just, it's violent. You can in the Southwest Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Southern California. Yeah, well, I guess all over the South. I mean, it's not just, but in the desert specifically because of the way the winds are designed, it just boom, toast. I mean, you'll.
I will have to check that out. I've probably heard
Yeah.
stories and they called it by another name or something. Hey, Matt Garnigan. He says, "Oh, it's that guy, not my Steven."
Hashtag I'm still fat. Get used to it.
it. Matt Garnigan is hilarious. If you ever see him on Shenanigans, oh my God.
Oh, I got the chance to hang out with him right before this. We were over on Kai's channel doing his game stream. You know, he does that game show on Sunday. And dude, Matt is he's so funny. Just so deadpan funny.
He is absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Oh my God. Especially in Shenanigans. That was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Let's see, who else do we have? I'm getting there, everybody. Let's see. Hold on one second. Rennie A, hello, my dear. She says, hey, Jane Theory. Hey, Mad Mardigan. So glad you are here with us, Rennie. And Latino Slant. Mirena, good to see Fats on a panel. Kinda. Well, we're glad.
Dear Tom at MySpace, my self-esteem was built up slightly, then destroyed within 30 seconds.
That's true. Thanks.
Thank you,
Ollie.
interweb.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Latino Slant is so cool. He has a show, I believe it's Thursdays at 4 p.m. Pacific.
Mm-hmm. Pacific. And guess who's on this Thursday?
Batman.
You are, because I think I'm going to be on I think the Thursday after you. So
awesome. I'm so pumped up.
That show is awesome. It's great. You will love being on. Yeah. Let's see. The great one is here said, I was recently in a Sprint store and the lady helping me had long nails. And I said, does that cause problems? And she was like, you got no idea. Yeah, seemed like a good idea at the time, but it doesn't fit my lifestyle. So I may be clipping these down sooner rather than later. Let's see. You respect Fat Steven Seagal, man.
I think everyone's getting their roasting out because like that guy has put so many memes out, he deserves it. I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. I just will record this and put you all in a big picture later.
And here's Makini 90, Rennie A, Jane Theory. Hey girls. Hey Makini. Makini. I got it right. Makini 90, responsible for my lovely AVI up here. And if I can get my crap together and put together my Teespring store, that art will be on some merch for the channel. So stay tuned. I'll get that together within the next month or so. If I get on my butt and do it. Let's see. He needs to respect the icon that is Steven.
Oh man. The war of words in the chat.
Girlfriend that can't let something go. Like, let it go, Elsa.
Half chicken nugget, Jane Theory says.
Half a chicken nugget.
Fat steals pollo.
Careful on me doing a squat.
Oh gosh. Apparently Culture's drink is censored. Yeah, I guess I guess the green screen didn't like it.
You should put a sticker on going not drink.
There's a sticker on the bottom. Well, I'll dump it on my head, but there's a sticker on the bottom. It's there.
So close.
It was close.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just saying it would have been funny if I'd have dumped the drink on my head, but no.
Oh, nah, I can't do that. Got the headphones on.
Smarter than the average bear.
Oh.
Stephanie Littlepage, Lorena Creole, Captain Robert April was in a really bad accident while we were in Florida. Hence his being convinced that Florida was trying to kill us.
Oh.
Okay, I get it. Because I was thinking maybe it was old people who can't drive, because that's the other thing that will try to kill you in Florida too.
Oh, Florida legit tries to kill you.
Yeah, but I'm glad you guys were okay.
Isn't it true, though, that the safest place in Florida is a Miami airport because all the old people just walk really slow?
I would have to agree with that.
I don't know.
Welcome to Geriatric Park.
I mean, Florida, it's got such a large population of retired people from all over. It's like they're reliving high school again.
Yeah.
Even learning how to drive. Yeah, I am so not exaggerating when I say that.
No.
Let's see. when I'm streaming, I have to have YouTube open in another tab, stay on top of the chat. Yes, I
Yeah.
usually do until I do a certain update. I didn't want to risk that because last time I tried that, my computer got pissed off with me and froze everything up. So I need to do a software roto-rooter job on it for it before I can go back doing that again. And Jane, yeah, we talked about microburst a little earlier. Culture explained it.
I am so sorry.
Why?
That was you guys didn't hear my phone just scream at me, my man. So it's all good.
Oh no,
You're good.
I didn't. But Jane, just basically think of like a tornado in a tube, just around a small area.
Yeah. There's no funnel cloud. It's just all of a sudden, no bueno.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Crap just got real fast with respect to the weather.
Rena, I did have a question though. How fast does Drunk eat? Does he chew or just inhale real quickly? Because that was the thing I wanted to ask before. Because I know you guys met up at the park. So is it more like a shop vac, or does he actually chew his food? I'm getting canceled after this question.
I'm gonna say kind of like a shop vac.
Oh, I need this clip.
He's a big guy, so I'm used to being around football players, and usually they don't stand on ceremony. They're freaking eating, and they're not taking their time with eating that. So of course I'm a lady, so I have to be nice and proper and not shove the pizza in my face, even when they say, "Oh, it's okay if you do it." No, it's not okay if I do. So let's just say Drunk ate like 2/3 of the pizza and I had a third, although he did offer me the last piece and I said no. So
it's better than Joey Trivigiani, so he's one up on that one.
Yeah, and and I had a personal experience eating around Drunk, and Drunk does eat quickly.
It's like you wanted to throw air quotes when you said that quickly.
But yeah, I did, but I didn't. But yes, well, he's bigger than
I didn't
me.
mean to throw it off subject. It was just
He's bigger than
my head.
no. He's substantially larger than I am. He's a big human being, and he likes girls, and I don't know that he necessarily likes guys.
I don't think he just likes girls. He's like a magnet because of his personality. And I think it's just
game.
those Vulcan eyebrows, man. When he talks, those things have a life of their own. It's like I'm jealous.
Yeah. He's got game. He's very handsome. He's very kind, man. In all honesty, he was the best time. I knew he and Lorena were going to hit it off. I'm going to ship those two forever now.
It's going to be forever shipped.
You guys were great when they came to the Jeremy stream too. I'm sorry, I'm throwing this all off, but like that's I think where I actually first met you is when I started roasting the old Indiana Jones in the background of the stream. That was you.
Oh man.
It was definitely a great time. Like I said, it's hilarious watching Drunk fold like that 6'4" frame like a transformer into one of the small ride vehicles. It's something to say. It's pretty funny, but it was we had to be absolutely.
Did he squeeze? Were you with him? Did he try to squeeze? Have you ever seen him squeeze into the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train? Because that I think is the smallest. I have trouble getting in that thing.
Close enough was the Cat in the Hat ride.
Oh no!
And
little.
And to his credit, we were walking by and I started squeeing about the Cat in the Hat ride, and I have to go in there. And so that's equivalent to the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Yes. At Universal, it's going to be the cat in the Hat ride. So that was
it's a little
it's freaking funny.
Oh my god!
Did he film it? Did you guys film? Did he film at all when you were doing that stuff?
We filmed a couple things. I think we filmed when we were on the One in the Sky thing, and it's like a little ride in the sky, a little cart.
Oh, the Sky Train in Seussland. Yeah. That one's real. That's cute. That one's fun.
So it was that one, and he took some footage when we were in the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store.
Yeah, that's still some of my favorite footage that you have. So I love that Beetlejuice area. I think I gushed over that last week when we were together. So.
It's up on my channel. I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my god! And I was doing it live, So that was even more fun when I was capturing all of that like live. And I think it had only been open like 2 days. So even the team members were like playing into it while I was filming. So that was amazing. That was
that store was amazing. I was watching in silence, I think, but it was, and I was like, "That's at my store. That's at my store. That's at my store." Because HT, yeah, I'm gonna let everyone in the chat know I work at HT because I enjoy pop culture that much. Not the Funko side, but I do, and a lot of it's there. And I was like, I am so jealous that our store doesn't look like that because they went all out, and their staff was even nice as heck. Like you could see it. Wow. It was great.
It was amazing, and it's one of those things that I kind of wish Disney could have done. I can't think of anything that I'd been in Disney within the previous 2 years that felt like that. I mean,
the parking lot.
Yeah, probably.
On the way out.
On the way out. But it was awesome. They're like welcoming you in and how things are staged, and like even the center room where it smells like candy corn and something ominous is going to happen. I mean, it's just gorgeous. So for people who didn't see the live stream, the videos from the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store, both the regular walkthrough and the Beetlejuice room are up on my channel. So you can check those out when you get a chance, especially if you can't make it down there. I tried to do the second best thing and capture as much of it as possible. So definitely check that out. Bone says, hello, people. Hello, Bone. So good to see you in our chat. And hey, Kai, he says, hola, I made it. Yes, you did make it. Indeed. Nature is wild. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Nature is wild. I went to visit the site where my sixth great grandfather, Francis, I got to say it, all his names are, don't know who the heck he is. Francis Roman Manuel Sanchez. He had land in Alachua County, which is now the San Velasco Hammock State Park. So I went down there to go visit the land. It's like 10 square miles or something like that. So I'm walking down one of the, pathways, taking video, and I'm like, oh, there's a big rock. No, that was a turtle. Like this big, huge turtle. I'm like, okay, I'm glad I didn't step on that, but I did follow him and videotape him and everything because I thought that was wild.
You know what we got up here? We got snow, Tim Hortons, hockey, and more snow, and people coming across the border going, hey.
Hey.
What part of Canada? Are you Western Canada, Eastern
No,
Canada?
I'm East Coast. So right now it's night out, but because I'm very pasty, it's still sunny. You don't even need your light anymore. You can just hold me up above your wall, and I would pretty much give you a whole new skin complexion. That's how white I am. I give Ords a run for his money.
That's bad.
Oh, man.
Hey, you get to leave the stream, okay? I have to look at this every day.
You know what? I have to talk about the Canadians here for a minute where it comes to Disney World, because ever since I was a kid, driving down I-95 with my parents to Disney World, you always see like the Ontario license plates and the Quebec license plates. Ontario license plates, you guys are cool. The ones from Quebec, for some reason, think that the shoulder is an additional lane of the highway. Why is that?
Don't know.
It's just weird. It's just weird. But we joke at Disney that, when it's like 40 degrees or something like that, the Canadians are still in shorts. Like, yeah, it's warm down here. And we're freezing. Oh my gosh. So Trace XL says, oh, first of all, before I do that, there's 35 people watching. Holy crap. I am so glad you guys are here. Thanks for joining us. Yeah. We are getting through the chat like we usually do when the show first starts to talk to you guys. And Trace XL says, yeah, there are torrential downpours with high winds that just smash into an area, then dissipate. Yes, I have had that happen where I've been out walking. Because I remember when I was working for NASA as a research assistant, I had to like park one place, and literally on my way into the building, the sky just freaking opened up. And then by the time I got to the other building, I was like soaked and the sun was out. I'm just like, what the heck? It's just crazy. It's just crazy. So let's see, who else do we have in here? I'm slowly catching up to the chat. There are so many of you folks in here. I love it. Jane Theory says, hit that like button. Yes, please do hit that like button.
Yeah.
Helps my algorithm, helps push up my views, helps push up my visibility. I appreciate all of that. Thank you so much.
Give me one more half of a nugget, so please keep smashing the like. I need one more half of a nugget. Just one half more.
Oh my gosh. I really can't do long nails. You know what, Jane? I'm pissed that my word per minute typing speed has been reduced by 100 with these nails. I'm just like, I don't freaking know what I can do with it.
Speech to text.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. And there's Kind Away, roasting season. Yep.
Great.
Tina Bowden, good evening, friends. Well, good evening, Tina. Thank you so much for joining us. Love it. Merch, yes. I had to get on the merch because I love Makani's artwork and I need to put it on some merch. Half a chicken nugget, no sauce. That's just cold.
They didn't even make it a warm nugget, Trace. You have no idea. It's like eating ribs without barbecue sauce. It's really bad.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. People in Louisiana can't drive. Yeah, I believe that. Hey DJ, how you doing? He says Rennie A, stop following me. LOL.
I'd want Rennie following me.
Oh my gosh. You know what? If you aren't following DJ Scandalous, if you're not subscribed to him on YouTube, you need to, especially if you are a fan of hip hop. This is your guy that you need to be sub to. And even if you're new to hip hop, this is the guy who you need to sub to because you will get up to speed very, very quickly. Very quickly. So definitely sub to him. Follow him on Twitter. So let me see. How much does Drunk weigh? 300 to 350? Not that much.
He's probably 220, 250.
Yeah.
He's like 6'4". I'm 6'3", and I weigh about 210. So he's probably a little bigger.
Yeah, so I would say like 250 tops, probably.
Yeah, he's got to be that 240 to 260. His frame's big. He's got a mesomorph frame. He's a big boy.
Frame,
yeah.
I saw the reflections in the mirrors, so I saw how big he was. So I know.
Yeah. He's a big dude.
Yeah. I was wearing 3-inch Crocs, so normally I'm like 5'6". So in my pictures, I look a little bit taller actually than I am.
Yeah. So and he's just huggable. He is absolutely just huggable.
Yeah, he's like a big teddy bear bodyguard.
Yeah.
In a fedora, inhaling pizza.
Yeah, so it was cool. I didn't have people taking videos of me until after I wasn't walking around with him. So that was weird. That's a story for another time. Shop back so drunk sucks. You said that. I didn't do it.
Oh my God. I am not related to that now. I feel like I'm being banned on every channel now.
If you've never been around like football players or big people who eat, it's a different experience. It's a different experience. It's all good. It's all good. Clip that. Yeah. You need to clip that for him.
I didn't write that. That was another person. I don't know who that person is.
Oh my gosh. Here is my game. My YouTube channel is very big. Yes, it is very big. He has over, I think, about 600K subscribers. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and he got diddled by YouTube pretty good. And we all banded together and clapped back against that mess. That was not cool.
So how hard do I have to simp for him to get noticed?
Well, I don't know. You're simping right now. You're doing a good job.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Put up those memes, man.
Oh yeah. I'll get simped and I'll get acknowledged, then I'll get sued. So it'll be like a great full cycle.
Tina says at my age, I don't know if I would have married Drunk or adopt him. That's funny.
Yeah, he's adoptable. That's for sure.
He's adoptable. He's very adoptable.
His spirit is just warm, man. I can't. He can take a joke. He can dish a joke, and I don't ever want to see him angry because I don't think he has the energy when he can do it for so much better things, which he does.
6'4", damn. Yeah. See, here's my thing. All the men in my family are extremely tall. Like my dad's 6'2". I have an uncle that's 6'4". I have another uncle that's 6'8". So I'm used to everybody in my family being tall. Anything below 6 feet, I'm kind of like, okay, I don't know about that. But yeah, for me, 6'4", it doesn't make me blend. I mean, I bet Shaq, who's like 7 foot something, that was just like, good Lord, that's insane.
But you can get on rides easily at every theme park and not look like your marshmallow getting squished into a seat. So you're pretty much all right. You pretty much win-win. You can go to like Gap and still get normal clothes, while we have to go to Big and Tall and then cut that down a bit just to fit into it.
Crazy Canadian Cuddles. What is HT? That's Hot Topic.
Hot Topic. Oh wait, no, that's sorry.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare!
Hot Topic that gets a whole lot of my money, especially when I want like Wu-Tang t-shirts and Sailor Moon stuff.
I'm still
have an emo haircut.
In here.
No, I do not. No black eyeshadow. No black hair dye. No, I'm a strawberry blonde.
Oh my gosh, let's see. My chat just dumped on me. Jay getting into that ride had to be like Shaq getting into a Miata. Yes, it was. Yes, it freaking was. Yeah. I gotta give props for doing that because I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to ride the cat in the head. Like, okay. Oh my gosh, let's see. And hey Amber, how you doing? Getting ready to watch a movie with our kiddos. I'll try to drop back in. Girl, enjoy that movie with kiddos, girl.
Who's Cuddles? Why does Bad Bunny keep calling people? Oh, you're Cuddles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a rep.
It's okay. As long as you're not called Reach Around, you're good.
Paging Mr. Morrow. I love Flora Man stories. Paging Mr. Morrow, because that sounds very familiar. Do you have a YouTube Disney World channel? Because if you do, and you're who I think you are, I love your stuff. I love your
Paging
stuff.
Mr. Morrow?
Mr. Tom Morrow.
Mr. Tom Morrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love that name. Oh, thank you, Karen, my Beetlejuice tree. I was so glad I could do that for you guys because I did not go directly to the rides at Universal. I got in early because I was a resort guest and I went straight to the tribute store to get in line because I didn't know if it was going to open, and it had actually opened up earlier. So I was so glad that I could share that with you guys. Let's see.
Do they reach out to you and stuff? Is that how it works? Or is it because you have a certain amount of following when it comes to doing videos that the parks reach out? Or is it just like a normal visitor thing?
I don't know if they did. All I know is I was a pass holder and I was just filming. I was just filming while I was there. And Universal seems to be a lot nicer lately towards their towards the people that come to their parks. So any press, especially since there weren't that many people at the park, because the parks are like at half, I think they can only admit about half the capacity that they used to have. They really want to go out of their way to make you feel welcome and stay there and spend money and, and all of that. So yeah, that was really cool. Let me see.
Oh, and Mr. Morrow responded back to you at the very bottom of the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's me thinking, yes, awesome. Oh my gosh, dude, I love your channel. I haven't been to Disney in a while. Well, I was just in Universal. So thank you so much for dropping into my chat. That is so awesome. I'm like stoked because I've been watching the videos for quite some time. So let's see, where the heck did I leave? I love talking to you guys. This is what we do here. We just kick back and we just have a good time talking to each other. Yeah. And let's see, damn, you're whipped. Yes, I am. I am crazily behind you.
Well, everybody's coming in saying hey and talking about cool stuff, and you never catch up. You never do.
I never do. And I know Gary on his show, he's like, I think I super chatted him and then 45 minutes. Oh, and a super chat from so-and-so. So I don't feel so bad.
When you get the reminder for like half an hour before the show starts for Gary shows, that's when you super chat. And then you come back 2 hours later to actually hear it.
Yeah, he's busy. Look, I don't blame him. Yeah, he's blown up, and
Yeah.
Jeremy's blown up, and Doomcock's blown up, and Josiah just blew up. Holy
Yeah.
cow!
Good.
Gary.
Yeah. Oh, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff. I'm never going to worry about him. He's just going to keep building and building and building.
That's the same thing with Mongo, though. Mongo has that voice. Like when he hits his
Yeah.
certain crowd, he starts blowing up. He like I said, he's gonna have the Barry White voice of Godzilla because he just man. it's like silk chocolate, man. I can't. I listen to that voice over and over again.
Gary on
Yeah.
Nerdrotic, he's really cool. I mean, the day he followed me on Twitter, I like lost my freaking mind because I just love his channel. Canadians drive 45 miles an hour on I-95. They don't make car horns loud enough. Dude, you got that right. Oh my
Yeah, that's so weird. What is up with that? I mean, I guess you guys kilometers and miles per hour. They don't. There's a button on your dash that changes the setting, so you can join us at speed.
I don't drive, so I'm out of this conversation.
It's a bit like the amber light in Australia. To everyone else, it means get ready to stop, but to Aussies, it means floor it. That's how it is in Philly. You know, when the yellow light comes, it's like, shoot, speed up. The red light's coming.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Darth Haster. He's like, hello, stopped in to drop a like. You got this. Well, thank you so much for dropping a like.
Chatted a lot of famous people.
Wow.
Yeah, look at how big that he's just. I mean, that's like less than what, like from 600 to 700K is like less than 3 months or so. I mean, it's just dumb.
Yes, love Hot Topic. Whoo, I do.
Oh, thank you.
I do.
Finally, someone acknowledges the non-emo haircuts. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Cuddles, you're out of luck with the.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Soul Assassin, Wu-Tang is for the kids. Hello, y'all. Yes, Wu-Tang is for the children. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Cuddle Casino. Yep, we remember that one.
Oh, Clobbering Times is here. Man, we are just pulling today.
Is he
pulling?
Hey, Clobbering Times. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for joining us. I love you guys coming in here. This is amazing.
I hope I didn't send nudes on the Twitter post when I shared this out. Maybe that's what they're expecting, because that's going to go so wrong in the misrepresentation of ad sales. No, okay, I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't, but would have been understandable. Captain Robert April, one thing I noticed about Florida drivers, they seem to think turn signals are optional. Yeah. I've had to do a lot of dodging and me yelling like, you just turn signal, just turn it on.
What's really great about the Florida roads, especially like the Turnpike and, the Florida Turnpike or, any of those, especially in Central Florida, is there's plenty of grass on both sides. And sometimes you have to drive in the grass in Florida, the median. Yeah, people do dumb things,
And park in it. That's my favorite.
Oh yeah, dude. Have you noticed that outside the airport? It's in Central Florida. You are not supposed to park like anywhere close to the airport that isn't like a parking place. But man, those suckers line up in the grass along the way into the airport, so they don't have to go to the cell lot, which is dumb.
Yeah, because what else likes to live in the grass in Florida? Fire ants.
No, yeah.
You don't want to get bitten by those.
They kind of hurt.
That happened to me when I was a kid. Stepped into a fire ant hill at my grandma's house. I'm surprised I didn't go in an anaphylactic shock. They had to they went to the drugstore, they had to put alcohol all over my legs. It was horrible. And ever since then, I'm like, look down for fire ant hills. It's just like that. Yeah,
well, I tell you what, go scuba diving with no shorty on, just your suit, just your trunks, and swim across fire coral and catch that across your chest sometime. Mm-hmm. That'll change your life.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather step on a jellyfish.
You'd fare better.
Yeah. Some cars have a speedometer with meters and mph. Yeah, mine does. Mine does.
We use miles per hour in the States. mph.
Not kph. Oh, great, Karen. Yeah. You definitely want to subscribe to him for hip hop stuff. Yes, the yellow lights in Philly are speed up signals, but stop signs are optional. Yep, the Philly stop. You just slow down. No cops. Keep going.
Are you sure that's Philly and not just a general practitioner of all bad drivers are impatient?
No, it's a Philly thing. I've seen it in New York. I haven't really seen it in LA, but I've really seen it like in Philly, New York, that kind of metro area. It's interesting. Though they call it actually California too. It's called a Philly stop or a California roll.
California stop. Yeah, the roll. Yeah, and it's funny because you get into that habit, and you especially in California, you get into that habit where you just kind of roll to make that right turn through that stop sign. So you do that anywhere else, and boo, they're behind you. Hey, another monster.
Hey, another monster. How you doing? How you doing? Okay, wow. So see, 46 minutes chatting with you guys. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it because this is a cool kickback chill stream. And let me share something that Christy actually sent me, which was
Oh no!
pretty
Oh
funny.
no!
This is actually okay to look at.
What? Hi.
Are those babies?
Yes,
Baby crocodiles.
Aw.
and that's legitimately how they sound. If you can turn up the sound, they legit sound like laser cannons from like an old arcade game.
Invaders. Yeah.
Yep.
I have it up about as high. Let me see.
Oh no, that's yeah. I'll be quiet.
What? Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that is awesome.
You're such a sweetheart. Aw.
Of course, the ones that I saw at the Florida, I guess, tourist trap, they didn't make little noises like that. They were just sleeping and just looking like, why are you here? Why aren't you giving me something to eat? It's Lorena Creole's Army of Gators. Yeah, they're little tiny crocodiles. But I said, yeah. Reminds me, hold on a second. Let's see. Yeah, they're hungry. Mm-hmm. Reminds me of a scene in a Jurassic Park book. Let me see. Remind me of, or is a crocodile? Reminds me of the '80s movie Alligator. Yeah, that was a movie called Alligator. Mm-hmm. You bred raptors. Did anybody else freak out? We're just like, you did what? When they said that in the Jurassic Park movies, you bred raptors.
You bred raptors?
They're just like, oh my God, seriously? Oh, well, not that it's raptors, but let's see if I can blow this up so you guys can see it. Okay. So
Oh wow.
this is at one of the Florida Citrus Center tourist trap things. It's almost like think of a Florida tourist trap 7-Eleven. So they're scattered all over I-95. This one is up on it's on the Florida Turnpike. So the Florida Turnpike basically goes from Miami through the middle of the state all the way up to Interstate 10. So I happened to stop at one. This gator, this is a real live, it was alive, but that's a real alligator that the taxidermist fixed especially for, to go and look at. Not only that, but here's the freaking alligator heads. You got alligator tooth rings, and I don't have it on my. Yes, I do. Cool. I do have it. So let me see if I can blow this up. This is actually a back scratcher that is made from an alligator hand. No joke. And this is exactly where I bought it. So it's a nice handy little back scratcher.
Ouchie. That looks sharp.
Very. Let me blow this up again. Oh yeah. This is you can really hurt yourself with these. Yeah. This could actually be a weapon. I don't know how they can sell it, but then again, on the Florida Turnpike, they were advertising rockets and mortars and saying, make a Disney World sky. So they're selling everything right up and down there. I live in Louisiana, gators everywhere. Yeah, dude. Gators are just like all over, but here in Florida, actually, let me see if I can see this. That's too big, too big, too big, too big, too big, too big. So
Clipped.
this one that was on display, this was 13 feet long. The live weight was 800 pounds, and it was between 40 to 50 years old. Yes, that gator's no joke. No joke. That's an old one that's been around for a long time. Probably as old as that alligator that was in
Lake Placid.
Lake Placid. Probably remember the movie Happy Gilmore?
Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah, about like that.
You're the one that took Chuck's hand.
Mm-hmm. It took his hand. So these, they're the thing with alligators is that they're actually not endangered species, but a species of concern. So it's not like you can go out shooting alligators. You can go to jail for that. I mean, if there's a nuisance alligator and if it's your choice between you living or killing it, then it's okay. But usually if you find an alligator, you have to call the cops or call Fish and Game, and they come out and get it. And there's only special people who are allowed to hunt gators. But people are just so fascinated with seeing them and whatnot that people love to see. They're just like fascinated by gators. I think they're a little too fascinated because people will try to feed them out in the wild and think that they're cute, but they're not cute. They can eat you. They can eat you. Gator nuggies are a delicacy in Florida. Yes, they are.
Yeah, if it's done good, they're pretty good. It's like eating a catfish mixed with a chicken.
Yep.
I'll stick with my half nugget in the basement.
Just think, with the gator, you get meat, you get, a belt, you get a purse, you get shoes.
Yeah.
So I can eat it and wear it.
Or as Captain Robert April says, you likely just piss off a big one if you the shotgun's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need something pretty big for the big guys. Yeah, something big, and you got to get them near the head. You got to get them in the head.
Mm-hmm.
So can we just? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So we can just sacrifice like a keggle of Karens, and that would be enough.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Just
yeah. Slow it down.
The managers in the water. Go ahead, Karen. Have your way.
Captain Chase says, "Give me a shotgun for that gator if it gets close to me." You know what? True story, old school. Because like back in the 1600s, they had muskets. They didn't have shotguns. That's when you bring a machete with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something sharp. Something you just cleared the land with.
Mm-hmm. And there are actually real gator wranglers. They know exactly how to do it. So in my intro, you can actually look this up on YouTube, where you see the cop like trying to wrangle that one alligator. There are people who actually do that. They know what they're doing to wear the alligator out. It's not for amateurs. Please don't go around thinking that you can do that. Mm-mm. Hey, Subhuman 84, he says, "Sup people, sup people. If it's a big one, you'll likely piss it off." Yes. Yep. If you hear it hissing at you, back up. That is a warning. That is a warning.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have to hide behind either of you if I ever go to Florida. Like, you carry the gun. Bad. I look like precious white meat. I'm going to hide over here.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. They really just kind of just lay around. I mean, I've driven around when I was working at NASA. I would just drive up to headquarters and you got 13-foot alligators just sitting in a drainage ditch, not doing anything. They're just kind of sitting there. They usually don't bother people. I mean, they might wind up in your pool or wind up under your car. It's kind of like you have to look under your car sometimes, especially during alligator mating season. But usually they pretty much mind their own business. Humans are the ones that like to mess with them.
Yeah, well, and the biggest problem is, is feeding them, because dumb people feed them. Don't feed them.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah. They eat the turkeys on the. They eat the turkeys on the. Yeah, they are suitcases. They eat the turkeys on the golf courses. That's what the gators do.
I wish they could bring them up here to handle that Canadian geese problem.
You don't have a Canadian geese problem. We have a pigeon problem.
Ours is Canadian geese because they're not allowed to shoot them, and they're just a nuisance. They're just like all they do is like eat, sleep, breathe.
Pigeons.
Ugh, you don't want to. It's not fun going to the park and there's like Canadian geese poop all over the darn place. It's not that much fun.
No, because Canada has no problems with Canada geese at all. The name doesn't throw you off. You've never know what their poop.
I'll lead them to the water's edge like Pied Piper. Well, they love the water's edge. That's why you never stand there like the idiots on the St. Johns River where it says no fishing, and then there's a sign that says alligators and poisonous snakes, and stupid people are still trying to,
Yeah, the snake things are even more concerned than the gators. But.
Yeah, because snakes will fall on you. Sometimes they'll fall on you out the tree. Yeah, that's true. It does happen.
And then they bite you.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys got snakes, gators, and old people who can't drive. That sounds
and
like
bears.
a fun theme park.
And panthers.
Yeah. There's a lot of dangerous stuff. If you go, if Lorena worked there, if you go to NASA, if you go to the Kennedy Space Center, they have a whole museum area that's dedicated to the wildlife, which because the Space Center is located on a nature preserve, and they will. I mean, you go in there. It's literally like the what's what that can make your day very bad in Florida in that museum. It's crazy.
That would be a cool video to see if you ever did that. I would love to see that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to make it to some of that stuff last time I was there, but next time I'll have to check it out. It's really interesting stuff. Stephanie Littlepage says my favorite Florida delicacy is and always has been key lime pie. Yes, especially when it's made correctly. And just so you guys know, if you ever see a key lime pie that is green, throw that back. That is a culinary abomination. Real key lime pie is not green.
And I'm pretty sure you have to make it, if you're going to make it properly, it has to be made with condensed milk. If I'm not.
It does. It's made with condensed milk, egg yolks, and key lime juice.
Yeah.
What people used to do back in the day is mix all that together, put it out and let it sit, and the lime juice would just cook the eggs and the milk and everything. Kind of like how you make ceviche. So yes, I freaking love key lime pie. I make it all the time.
Yeah, and if you're really in desperate situation, you can use the lime or lemon to cook your fish.
Yes. And it's delicious. I freaking love it. Let's see. Some key lime pies are fake. No key lime, just flavoring. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
You get that a lot, even in Florida.
You do. It's like you either have to, because key limes are no longer native to Florida. They got wiped out. So now the key limes, the real ones, they come from Mexico, or you have to get it bottled. And the only one I believe is Nelly and Joe's. That's authentic because that's what I use. So that's like authentic key lime juice. If you try to use regular Persian lime juice, no, not good. But people will do it anyway. Yeah. Subhuman says, I want to wrestle an alligator. Dude, you got to go to Gatorland.
Yeah.
Go to Gatorland. If you ever want to go to a Florida park that's near Disney but not Disney, check out Gatorland. Mm-hmm. Check out Gatorland. If I ever go down there, I'm finding the first tree and I know how to climb.
It's not that bad.
I think that's where Impractical Jokers did that punishment. I don't know if you ever heard of the show, right? Where they duct taped the gator's mouth, right? And they made him wrestle the gator's the backpack off the gator, and he was terrified off his ass. But
I love that show. I love it.
Oh, I'm addicted to it.
It's awesome. 13-foot dinosaurs. Okay, I will be sure to pack my Crocodile Dundee knife. Yeah, Florida crackers, especially in Florida, if you live in rural Florida, it is not unheard of to have a machete, a hunting knife, and a gun.
Subhuman, where exactly are you, my man? 123 degrees?
Where are you? The high desert? Death Valley?
Oh, he's got to be in Death Valley.
He's got to be in Death Valley.
Either that or
Havasu.
Yeah.
Havasu.
I was like, I didn't see the temperature went that high. So
you have Stig in the chat too.
Oh, is Steve?
Steve's
Hey,
here?
Here, he
Steve.
just told Bunny to eat crap.
Oh, awesome.
Hey,
I don't-
Steve, good seeing you. You know, if you want to pop on, let me know and I'll send you the link. I know it's really late where you are, so we're just glad you
Oh,
dropped in. In PA, it's don't feed the bears. In Florida, it's the gators. Yes, except in Florida, it's don't feed the gators and don't feed the bears. Because we got bears down there too. I know it's strange, but yeah, bears.
to
down
invest
there.
in riot armor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. I've heard Florida's having a python problem. Yes.
What?
Yes. The reason why is that pythons are exotic pets, and pythons do not have natural predators in Florida, except for probably alligators. But they let them go like in the Everglades
Mhm.
or like out in the Florida wild, and they just live and they thrive out there because they
Yep.
don't. I
Yeah.
think the only predator that they have are alligators.
Yep. And the Burmese pythons, which is the species that's the one that's really the problem right now, they actually organize hunts for them. So you actually go out and hunt them on purpose.
Hey, Christy.
Yeah, I thought it started at 8, not 7.
You're fired.
Kiss my grits.
I know, right?
Just kiss my grits. How's your living room or swimming pool, as they call it?
Actually, there really wasn't that much damage. There's more like ceiling damage and stuff like that. It's not that bad. Nothing was destroyed on my end. Yeah.
Do you ever look up and hope to God Tom's head doesn't pop out of any holes?
Oh man, that was so great.
I love that.
Boom.
It worked perfectly.
That was
my
awesome.
gosh.
What I'm scared of is like his since it's healing and stuff like that.
Domo
Is she-
morigato, Mrs. Roboto, domo domo.
Siri, why isn't my voice working?
He's gonna say,
I'm
"My
on-
damn internet."
Always
I think the hamster's
afraid
dying
I'm
in the
going to see
computer.
something crawl out of there. So it's like that's. Give me just a second, okay? Sorry.
Go ahead.
It's like choose your own adventure, but it's fill in your own blanks for the sentence.
That's right.
It's really
Gator.
good.
Awesome.
Cruella DeVille's new fashion line, scales and teeth, are in this season.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes,
Although it
Nat-
just doesn't.
Oh, go ahead, Coach.
No. I was gonna say it just doesn't work out well with the gators. I mean, they're good. You make good handbag and belts and boots, but
But not a nice fur coat like she likes to, like she
Yeah.
likes to wear though. Yes,
It's still
NASA
scratchy.
man, it is scratchy.
I never knew you worked for NASA. That's pretty badass.
Yeah, I did when I was an engineering grad student. It was one of the most awesome experiences of my life. So it was like I'd always wanted to work for NASA, and then it turns out that I could actually work there as a research assistant. So I got to see like some of the most incredible stuff.
Did they give
When
you a
I-
jumpsuit?
Did I did what? Yes, I did. I had a jumpsuit when I had to follow technicians when they were working on the the shuttle is all put together, but the orbiter, when they would have the orbiter in the bays, so whenever we'd have to go inside the bays, it was like a clean area, like literally it was 10 times cleaner than the operating room. And we actually had to watch training called How Clean is Clean. I'm not kidding you.
I
I believe you.
And we had to wear like the whole thing. I couldn't wear any makeup. It freaking killed me. I couldn't wear any makeup, no perfume, bunny suit from head to toe. All of that. So yeah, I had to wear suits and all of that stuff. But I got to meet astronauts. I got to see launches literally at the 3 mile marker, and got to drive when everyone else is waiting. I get to wave my NASA ID and drive straight in. So that was cool.
Is it true that the astronauts go, yo, I've been to the moon, right?
The ones that I met hadn't, because the ones that I met were usually just orbiting, above the Earth and putting stuff up for like the International Space Station. So I didn't meet any of those guys who'd been to the moon. That would have been cool. Didn't meet any of those, but I met like a couple of pilots for the shuttle. They were pretty cool.
That's like experience most don't get. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was completely. I didn't expect to have that happen, and it just happened. So I'm just blessed that it happened, and I'm glad SpaceX has really picked up where things dropped off with NASA, because that was depressing to see,
Yep.
to have happen. I mean, wow.
Yep.
And yes, NASA land is a protected wildlife preserve. We had like bald eagles they were cool to see, because if everyone would drive by, they're like, how's the bald eagles doing? And I think they had a couple of eaglets, and it was like the coolest thing. Everyone was like watching like the bald eagles, and to see them like fly, it was amazing. Oh, cool. I haven't been to KSC in a long time though. Florida is North America's Australia. Too many ways to get killed. Yes, we've said that repeatedly on this show.
Yeah.
We've had Australians that say, because Lethal Lightning always asks, is Florida a real place? I'm like, yes.
It's as real as Australia is, brother.
Yeah. They make it green for the Yankees. That must be for the key lime pie. Yeah, that's just I know. You need to eat it authentic. Hey there, Steve. Yep, so glad you could join us, especially since it's so late where you are. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just seeing this. Sure, I can pop in for a bit just to spite Bunny.
Awesome.
Meeting all these famous YouTube celebrities. I gotta get my face signed.
Yeah.
It's like going to Mos Eisley Cantina, and you see all your same crazy friends that go there.
And then they tell you to eat crap.
No, not usually.
I'm
Usually
making fun of what Stig said earlier.
Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, that's the other cool thing is, if you go down to Florida, there's a good chance you're going to hook up with a lot of the G&G people, because, they seem to, coalesce down there from time to time. So.
Yeah, I didn't meet Jeremy when I was down there, but Jeremy's further out.
I want to get his face on a pair of jorts if I ever meet him. Just wear those.
Oh, that would be
jorts
so.
and his face
That'd
right
be
there.
Yeah.
And shoes that had
Jeremy.
FU.
Yeah, Jeremy patch on you put it on right on the junk area, right over the junk.
Jeremy's out where we call the Redneck Riviera.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
That's what we're talking about. So
and you frequently bump into them Seminole fans.
Oh yeah.
Oh, go on. I want to hear more by that face that Raina just made. What does that mean? Seminole fan. She was like, "This is where you need the restraining order."
Hello there.
Hello,
sir.
Hi.
Hello,
so
Steve.
glad you could join us. He says Florida has a problem with my biceps.
That's true.
Here's the story. So this is University of Florida. In Florida, I got accepted there, but I didn't go. I chose another school. But
well, that's obvious because there's a Hogwarts thing behind you.
Slytherin, don't tell anybody.
I love the snakes.
I do. Well, at least the ones that don't bite me. But there's like a state rivalry between University of Florida with the Gators and Florida State, which is the Seminoles. So it's a joke like, friends don't let friends go to Florida State. So it's like a college rivalry. And both of our schools can't stand University of Miami. Because remember, Culture, I told you that joke? I said, what do you call a University of Miami football player in a suit? Will the defendant please rise?
That's right.
Oh, no. I'm having flashbacks of every news story I heard. Oh, no. Are most of them on a swimming team?
I don't know. Although Florida kind of has a ding to it, because that's where, oh my gosh, what the heck is it? Aaron Rodriguez? That's where he went to school with Tim Tebow. Yeah.
Aaron Fernandez.
There, thank you. Yeah, Aaron Fernandez.
Yeah, mm-hmm. The murdering tight end for the Patriots.
Yeah. That was just like, ooh, yeah. Fascinating story. Sad story, but he went to Florida. He went to Florida, but
Yep. And then he got Epsteined, so
Mm-hmm. It was not good. Not good. Okay, so oh my gosh, so 36 people in the chat. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, guys, for being here.
Yeah.
And the next thing we're gonna get to, because this is probably gonna take up the rest of our time by the time we finish talking about it. I've already cracked up. Hold on one second. Hi, Jeffrey Turner. He says Lorena Creole. Hello there. Well, hello there, Jeffrey Turner. And Christy said she was gonna.
She says she's still here. Is she in the back room?
No, because that was from 9:03.
Boo.
Go back and try to come back in.
Someone should tell Jeff to plug the mic in.
You worked for NASA, so are aliens real? I wasn't in charge. I wasn't in the alien division.
The alien division.
There's an alien division? What?
I wasn't in the alien division. I'm joking.
She's kidding.
Come on,
She's kidding.
man.
I always said that I kind of felt like it was the movie Alien in a way, because once the shuttle returned and the orbiters got returned back to the bay, I always kept thinking, there's an alien egg that hitchhiked, didn't it? It would just kind of freak me out a little bit. Cause it's like, oh, it's been to space, and you see like all the scoring marks underneath it. We're just like, yeah, I think an alien came in it. But no, I haven't seen any aliens. Let's see. I think I have everybody. No, actually. Hey, Pastor G. I don't think I've seen you here before. No, actually, he lives near Orlando, because that's where I met up with Drunk 3PO at Universal.
Oh yeah. He's in that Central Florida corridor area. Yep.
Yep.
Not too far from I-4, if I'm right.
Yep. Let's see. I think it's like Michigan and Michigan State here, but everyone hates Ohio State. Yeah.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right, Pastor G.
That is true. It is serious. You do not want to go into Gainesville saying that you are a Florida State fan. You do not want to go to Tallahassee saying that you are a University of Florida fan. It's just doesn't end well.
And then you have the cool kids in the middle at UCF that everybody just is like, yeah, it's just a fun school.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I didn't get into Florida. I didn't get into, Florida State, but I'm here at UCF and we got Disney World. So
that's right.
Miami is the butt of jokes. Yes, it is. Oh, it is. It is. Oh my gosh. We just, Miami. We always crack on Miami. Xenomorph, the ultimate monster.
I don't know if that's insulting to Florida or the Xenomorph.
I don't know. Xenomorphs are probably like, don't loop us in with them. So 40 people watching. So, oh my gosh, 40 people watching. I think that's the most I've ever had watching. So you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the signal boost.
It was only 15 before I popped on.
Oh well, Steve, you brought your audience with you, my man. Thank you.
Yes.
I brought the droids.
Thank you.
Speaking of droids, there's Christy.
Hey, Christy.
Speaking of an asshole, there's Stieg.
Oh, hey now.
Hey,
I love
Justin.
you, Christy.
Thanks for joining us. Hold on a second. Is Miami like the Detroit of Florida? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. Miami is like Detroit, and Jacksonville is like Cleveland.
Yes.
Oh my God. You guys should literally just make a map, put in a meme, and just name these places, what's going on, to make a safe route for visitors to get through your country. It could be like Monopoly, but how to survive the South U.S.
There is literally a meme. I have to find it somewhere in Florida where it's like, don't stop here, keep going. Disney World and stuff. And around Miami, it says basically Cuba. So we may have to make up one of our own. So let's see here.
Yeah,
laughing at Chris in the chat. Oh my gosh. So let's see, 9:15. So I figured I'd talk about this, especially since a lot of us are movie buffs. How many of you have had the unfortunate privilege of watching the new Mulan live action movie?
Well, I'm gonna answer that question this way because I'll go first. I had seen this. I had seen 25 minutes of the movie over a year ago.
Mhm.
Various clips from the movie, 25 minutes worth. I wasn't impressed in any way. I was actually kind of upset and disappointed. And at the time, we were told that they were working on the CGI and some other things that weren't in the clips that we'd seen. So supposedly, it wasn't, ready for prime time. And what's interesting is, on the internet, we've already had clips of the movie released. Some of them overlapped with some things that I had seen. And they looked just as ridiculous with the wire work and other things that I had seen, which is amazing because I thought they were going to fix it. But that was the sole impression that I had. Now, I am staying away from this until December 4th when it's free. So, anybody else?
I've already seen it, and it was free.
I'm going to stay away from it in general.
I can't trust Disney well enough to make me want to see one of their films or shows because it's always been a letdown.
Let's just say that I was riding in a plane and the live action Mulan movie was what was showing.
On a plane?
It's a euphemism.
Oh, I thought you were saying you were trapped and you had to watch only that.
Oh.
It's part of the flight.
So, Lorena, let me ask you, what did you think of the cinematography?
The cinematography was beautiful.
Exactly.
I thought it was
I will say
beautiful.
that.
The costuming was gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
The costuming was absolutely gorgeous. The authenticity of all the costumes was top notch. One of my hobbies with going around to museums and everything is visiting exhibits. And I remember I saw a Genghis Khan exhibit, and they had like actual, not actual costumes, but actual remnants of clothing from that era. And they had a couple of mock-ups of clothing from that era. So everything from the hairstyles to the armor that they had, to the weapons that they had. It was all authentic. It's like I loved seeing that. But with all of that said, this was the most piss poor live action Disney movie that I've ever seen. And I thought Beauty and the Beast was bad. I thought The Lion King was bad.
Yeah.
This flick, and I'm actually gonna, where the heck am I gonna go over here? I'm gonna put this over here. This flick was so bad. I was yelling at the screen more than I was watching it.
I turned it off after 40 minutes.
Wow. See, and like I said, I mean, I will agree with you. The things that I saw that were actual physical, the cinematography with actual, like, out in the world, beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful. The things that involve CGI or anything else? No. No. Oh, very bad. I'm interested, since you have this up, if you click on the critic side of that tomato meter and go to see score details and show me the actual other critics. Top. Oh man, it was much lower. It was much, much lower like a day ago.
Because I know here's some of crap. Where did they go?
So, question: Can you say though that the movie was pretty much saying really great icing on a really bad fruitcake? The presentation was not everything in this.
I would have to agree with that. One of the things, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, because I know. Oh, you're funny, Karen. Go along, Rena, go on, swear, cuss it out, real bad.
The vein came out again. It was like, I want to say all these words, but it's not the time.
It's like, no, I want to save my cuss words for a good a good time, but well, to be worth it. So it actually has more emphasis.
I only cuss at Christy, so I shouldn't.
Kiss my grid.
Swamp ass.
Yeah, that do you hear that, Christy?
No, no,
Swamp
no.
ass bitch.
Say it, Steve. Say it.
Swamp ass bitch.
Okay, can you say the B word one more time, please? Priceless.
It's been a long time since we've heard that, Steve. Yeah, I agree that, yeah, after I saw Clownfish TV talking about Mulan, their daughter gave up on it 5 minutes in. Yeah, absolutely. Since some of you probably aren't going to be seeing it, warning for those of you who are watching this on the replay, I'm going to be throwing out some spoilers here because they need to be said. Okay. So, yes, I know, cussing on a Sunday, Larry, I can't do it.
It's Monday in Norway, so I can do it all day.
Who gives a shit? I can cuss whenever I want.
I know you can.
I had one quick question though. Is it a good enough training video for me to learn how to kick arrows at other bad guys?
No. No. And you know what? Get any Bruce Lee movie, get any Jackie Chan movie. Better yet, pull up Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon and watch that.
Dude, no kidding. Wow.
I'm waiting
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
like those guys with samurai swords who chop up water bottles to start doing that, but with arrows and kicking it. That's what I'm waiting for to pop up on YouTube if it's that good of a training video.
Lorena sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Does this, like, parts of it remind you of Crouching Tiger in a stupid way?
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't the only one that thought. I was like, wait a minute, why do I know this movie? Why does? Yeah, so yeah.
That's what, because Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon was like a glorious feast of sight, sound, and action. It's just like you just wanted to watch it over and over again because it was glorious. So let's start at the beginning. Okay, so you see little tiny Mulan running around the village, jumping and all that, like she's, in a Super Mario game and all that. And she's doing all these different actions that you would see, like basically mimicking Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Okay, number one, that's the kind of stuff that you would see from a master, not a quote unquote student. And it's ridiculous. And you don't feel any attachment to her. In the animated movie, we bought into that very quickly because in the beginning, she's going to see the matchmaker and she knows she's not quite what she should be. And you're kind of thinking, okay, well, maybe she'll get it together. And everything just falls apart and you feel for her. And then you hear the song Reflection. And then you're just like, holy crap. I cried when I heard that darn song. It still makes me freaking cry.
Yeah.
Because it's just heartbreaking. And we emotionally buy into Mulan's story very early on, because when that happens, it's just like, what is she going to do? And in this movie, you don't feel like you want to buy into Mulan. It's like you don't freaking care what happens to her. And they tell you more than they show you. In the animated version, they showed you rather than tell you. It's like they showed the father how he couldn't quite stand up, but he knew that he had to. And like the mother had stopped Mulan from helping her father. So they would show. And instead, in this version, all they did was tell. And just like, well, if you're going to freaking tell me, why the heck should I keep watching?
Yeah.
Good comeback, Christy, at FA. Very good.
Kiss my ass.
No one's got a full sentence out there. That's good.
I'm on my cell phone thing. Sorry.
You taking spelling lessons from drunk?
No.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Careful now. I mean, it's, Lorena 3PO's ship going on here. So,
Oh, I'm sorry. Cancel Steven at notsteven.com.
What did he say about?
Sorry, Raina.
That's okay. Having an Asian woman in a bad movie doesn't help inclusion or diversity. No, it doesn't. And I'll let some of you guys talk a little bit more before I say anything else.
Well, it was really funny because I knew full well this was going to be like the Captain Marvel for the for this. I think I was fully. I can't get it out. Look, this is this is the Captain Marvel of the Disney remakes. I mean, it is their version of Good Gravy Steag in the private jet. It's not good. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Yeah, you guys don't want to see what just came in the private jet.
I can see it though. It's a great film. It looks really good in my eyes right now.
Anyway, it's all of the reviews that come in on this are either from the shilliest of shills or clearly bots when it comes to the positive stuff. And on the other side, you're going to get the occasional bot, of course, or somebody who's just disingenuously not seen the film. But honestly, I mean, I wasn't anticipating everybody to respond positively to this. And I actually, in one of the very first videos I did on my channel, a year ago, I was saying this film is going to be bad because it's missing all of its heart. It's missing the lightning, well, not lightning, but it's missing the lucky cricket. It's missing a Mushu, and the Phoenix is a little more than a wayfinder. And if you're worried about spoilers, I'm sorry. I'm going to say it the Canadian way. I'm sorry. But it's not going to live up to what your expectations are because it's not the animated film that you fell in love with. It just isn't. And it lacks all of that heart. And so if you go into this film thinking that it's going to resemble the thing that you loved, you will be disappointed. So
from my understanding, it's pretty much saying the things that, let's say, we watched when we were younger or as kids that is not there has pretty much dissolved the attachment of what we were expecting to see in this movie, but with real live actors.
Well,
And given us a crappy, let's say, kung fu movie over filter that doesn't really help the whole movie in general.
Well,
Yeah.
I can do that. I knew going into trying to watch this movie, it would be completely different. It was just boring.
Mm-hmm.
You say it's kung foolish?
Exactly, kung foolish. Crouching tiger, hidden point.
Yeah.
that's better than what Steag's. You know what? I'm going to say it. Hashtag crouching tiger, hidden strap on.
You just want to say strap on.
I did.
Wait,
I
And then he
guess, people
showed
can,
Steven's face. Oh my
I
god.
guess people can dig that.
Oh Lord.
That's depressing though. It's like, so it doesn't matter how beautiful a thing looks if there's no quality in it in general, you're not going to enjoy it. And that feels like every movie lately that's come out, like except for I guess from starting Joker was still good, and after that it's just been a downhill spiral. Not to go off topic, but that's kind of depressing in a way.
No,
Well, but Lorena was right. I mean, and I'm sorry, Steve. I apologize for running over that, but Lorena's right. I mean, it honestly is the worst live action they've created to date. And I mean, I saw Lady and the Tramp, and Lion King. And again, I haven't seen the full film. I'm only basing it off the 25 minutes of footage that apparently wasn't changed in any way. When this airs December 4th for free on Disney Plus, I'm probably not going to watch it then either. That's bad news for Disney. They are going to have to lie their pants off in order to spin this, because you can't spin a stinker, and this thing is a $200 million stink pile.
Mm-hmm.
so was it the advertising that was $30 that was going around? Was that just to rent it or to own it?
Rent.
Yeah, see, that didn't help them at all before this movie.
Because
Okay.
we heard it on the earnings call, right, Culture? When they said, "Oh yeah, we're going to put it on Disney Plus for $29.99," and basically it's a rental. So in order to keep that, you have to be a Disney Plus subscriber. And it's like, who's going to pay $30 for that? And I think I'd said, you know what? If they would have knocked that down to $9.99, even if the movie was not so good, they could actually get away with that. Because it's like, whatever. It's something to do. I don't have to go to the movie theater. It's $9. Get a pizza and we're good with the family. But $30, what were they smoking when they thought that was a good idea?
Well, they were looking at the top end UFC fights and thinking, hey, we have a title bout here, and everybody's going to want to see our title bout. And no, they don't, because there's not even an undercard. Or they were looking at. I mean that's a poor analogy, but it's kind of what they were thinking.
Then get Mickey and Minnie like cosplayers in a ring and have them duke it out for 20 minutes. That would make them $30 per person to view it. I bet more people would pay money to see two mascots knocking out in a Disney-funded ring than Mulan.
The private chat's good. I can't talk.
Know. I can't.
I'm trying to keep a straight face. I'm so bad.
I can't even look at the private chat because you're just with me. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Let's see. Lorena Creole, don't worry. From what I hear, this movie comes pre-spoiled by Disney. Yeah, in a way it does, but
that's the problem with the live action remakes. Okay, what they set a standard, which is we're going to make a shot for shot recreation of the animation that you love. And then the minute they started to deviate from that formula, those movies started to get less and less popular. But a $30 rental fee on top of $8 a month or whatever, because again, you can have all different packages. It could be $11.99 and you have all three things or whatever. But then when you don't have the service anymore, you don't have access to the film. I mean, it's not worth it. And you're going to be able to watch it for free on Disney Plus. And if you don't think you're going to be able to buy this from another VOD service for way cheaper, you got another thing coming. You probably can get it in 4K in disc form, because I guarantee you Disney is going to want to have ways to sell this. This is why I don't think physical media will ever go away, is because there's going to be an audience that will refuse to not own something, especially with all the censorship that's been going on. I'm not going to buy a censored copy of Gone with the Wind. Fortunately, I already own a copy of Gone with the Wind. But I don't know a rational person that's going to go out there and buy a censored copy of anything. You want the original material, which is why it's such a problem that you can't get access to Song of the South, which. You can have your opinion about what that film is, whether it be, an IST movie or not. But you still should be able to see the film. There are a lot of films, I think, that are detestable, that people shouldn't be able to see. But, that doesn't mean that somebody who wants to see it should be subjected to my thoughts on the matter, which means it would be censorship in a way that would make me comfortable. So again, the only things that need to be censored in this world are things that are abusive to human beings in an unnatural way, which would be the child stuff, or some of the other things that are clearly beyond what human beings should be subjected to. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, sorry, I went off.
I can add with that though, like you're just only including, like, let's say the U.S. The U.S. has, you also get the Hulu, the sports, and all like that. So it's kind of a package deal. Let's say, like, I'm from Canada, right? If we're paying for Disney Plus, we only get the Disney. We don't get the Hulu. We don't get the Sportsnet either. So we're pretty much paying that plus the $30, but getting the minimal amount of service from them. So it's not even worth it in other countries.
Right.
So it's kind of like milking more money on a half-ass service. I can say ass, right? That's
and
okay.
also, yeah, you can say.
Okay, cool. Okay, ass.
I was going to say, and the other thing is Latin America is coming online in November. I don't know why they didn't launch there in the beginning.
Well, no, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you. Lorena, you are speaking investor to me right now, and it's, so I look at this from the money side. I'm like, what? Sell this thing to everybody, right? Sell it to everybody. If you want to get your price point, sell it to everybody. Don't make it some extra bonus inside of something else you have to buy. You're going to limit sales. And not only that, once bad word of mouth gets out on a digital product, guess what? Nobody's going to buy it. Not to mention the fact that you stacked my favorite thing, which I talked about this morning on my stream. You stacked a boycott against this because you actively were supporting your Chinese partners, in opposition to, I don't know, freedom and other good things.
And let's not forget, this happened.
Oh, my God.
China. Remember this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they took John Boyega out totally.
Well, they moved him down into this tiny little area below. Yeah.
Real way down there at the bottom. One of the three main characters, where he all the way down here. It's like, come on now.
CBS did the same thing to Shatner. Sorry for going off topic. It's like
Oh,
everyone's just did exactly the same thing.
No, dude, you nailed it. That's absolutely true. But this is it just
disgusting.
shows you. Well, it's a different kind of. It's like this. It's musical virtue signaling. You don't know where they're going to come down on who they're going to try to go out of their way to offend. In my opinion, I don't know.
It's like, I can't offend the dollar, so let's offend everyone else that will actually provide me that dollar. Great thinking, guys. Good
Well,
job.
and China is not going to dig this film. China is not going to dig this film. So far, the places it's been displayed have not been digging this film. And obviously Hong Kong's not going to see this film. Thailand's not going to see this film.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here it is. This perfect. Thank you, Lorena. All right, go.
So this one, he says, this film is being released today, but because Disney kowtows to Beijing and because Liu, I guess, Yifei openly and proudly endorses police brutality in Hong Kong, I urge everyone who believes in human rights to boycott Mulan. Now, I went to high school with some folks who they and their parents got out of Hong Kong before the Chinese takeover. And they would tell me stories. And I'm just like, you got to be kidding me. And they're just like, no. They're like, no, we couldn't stay. They wouldn't. They came here. They changed their names to American names, all of that, took their money with them. Because actually the reason why, if you've ever been to Vancouver, British Columbia, there's a huge Hong Kong expatriate community there. Yeah.
For good reason, though.
Oh, yeah, for extremely good reason.
Yeah.
Because when Hong Kong went to the Chinese, when the British let go of it, they
walked away.
Yeah, they were just like, there's no way we're going to be able to do, what we're used to. And they're used to capitalism. They took that money and left. The ones that could, anyway. So Disney's got this movie where their head actress in this movie is basically in support of police brutality in Hong Kong. Y'all laughing y'all asses off.
That's Christy. I can hear her. She's doing everything.
No, I'm trying to play it straight.
It's like hearing a whisper in the back.
I make Stig talk, because that way the show will move forward.
Why don't you give us some insight?
Yeah, it's
On a 60 thrust.
Remember when the trailer happened and people said the movie looked like shit, and everyone got labeled a racist for it?
Mm-hmm.
How things have changed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Steve, I'm pretty sure you don't have any interest in seeing this.
No.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch Over the Top.
Oh, that's a great film with Stallone. Well, it's not a great film. It's a fun film it's a Stallone movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. 8 out of 10.
I love you, Steve, so much.
If you want to watch another good martial arts movie, watch Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh, yeah, that one's cool.
No,
wait, Steve had one. Steve had one the other day. Steve, what was the one that you were talking about? Was it the last stream or the stream before the movie stream? Which?
The cyborg thing?
No. The was a Van Damme film, right? Hang on, trying to pull it out. Of my head.
How is another good one.
Which one was it? Hard Target. Yeah, that one was awesome.
I remember that one.
Do you guys remember Kung Pao, though? The guy with the talking tongue and the karate cow. There was the parody one. That one's also good. I don't care. It's still good.
Oh, wow. All right. I'll have to check that out. I've got a list.
Really
I'm trying to earn Kenobi points. I don't know if you guys know this. You in the audience should learn this too. There are these things called Kenobi points, and you can earn Kenobi points, and then you can trade them in for Stig Kenobi memorabilia. It's fantastic. I can't wait. I'm very excited. Oh, yeah. It's a real thing.
Interesting. Well, I'm going to show you guys one more thing, and then we're going to get to the comments in the chat and kind of start to wrap up. One of the things that I saw in the new Mulan movie that, and I can't believe I actually sat through this whole train wreck, that just made me say, you have to be freaking kidding me. There is a cameo in this movie. Do you remember Ming-Na Wen? She was the voice of Mulan in the animated.
Wow.
There is a scene, you don't know who she is because they film her from the back, and you think it's Mulan dressed up in like regal robes or something like that. I know it was a fly ass outfit. I'm like, yeah, this is how she's going out. Then they camera pans to the front, and they have Ming-Na Wen step aside to introduce Mulan. I said, you got to be freaking kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. That did not rub me the right way at all. At all. I didn't like that.
She's the one from the Marvel show, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Good
And
actress.
she's in the episode of The Mandalorian, right?
Yeah, I think so. And she's beautiful. I mean,
yes, she's gorgeous.
Wow.
She's over 50 too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
She looks like
I
30.
love her.
Yeah.
But
And
I
she's
saw-
she's an expat. She was born in Macau. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I just
worst idea ever.
yeah. I was just like, I'm just freaking done. I said I was freaking done. Yeah, when I heard Mushu wasn't in it, I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
out.
Rennie. I
Like,
know.
yeah.
I know, and they told us that we were being shown the clips. They were telling us, "Oh yeah, no, this is more realistic. This is more to honor the Chinese culture. So we're not going to have Mushu. We're going to have this phoenix that's going to, go in the right direction and help point the way for Mulan."
And that feeding
Okay.
a damn thing. I'm just telling you right now, it didn't do anything. It did nothing.
Here's a question kind of related to this, like in general,
Sure.
because I can hear the kind of like the sadness and everything, like pretty much all your guys' voices. But do you remember the last time you watched a Disney movie and came out happy after watching it?
That wasn't Pixar?
Disney movie in general. Can you actually remember the last one?
Why do I want to say Zootopia?
Hey, I'm right there with you. I think that was one of the best ones I think that they'd done.
I think so.
How long ago was that? That's
Been a bit.
4 years ago? Yeah.
That's scary.
Is Princess and the Frog a Disney movie?
Yes.
That's the last one I actually remember watching.
Wow.
I heard some say they're upset because Mulan is trans now. I
God.
didn't see that. I'm people are just
So they
reaching.
replaced Mushu with her Wang? Is that what you're saying?
Wang Lo.
Sweet
I'm
chariot.
gonna get my stream taken down again. And I have to-
We didn't know. We didn't do anything.
Oh, let's see. Disney Plus isn't free. No, it's not. But just like Netflix, you're paying for a body of content already, so it's kind of like
Yes.
you have to pay on
Yep.
top of that.
And it was sold. You were sold a bill of goods if you were an early adopter for Disney Plus, that all of their catalog would be available to you, which was Horse Bucky.
Yeah.
It isn't even eventually available to you because they're still withholding films back behind the vault door.
Mhm.
And they're withholding all of the Fox films. Good luck trying to see those. There are going to be a few of them that'll release into the Hulu platform, but not Disney Plus. Not only that, they took any of their They took many of their controversial shows that they were going to launch on the platform and moved them over to Hulu. So just keep all of this in mind when you're looking at it. And I think the last movie I enjoyed that Disney released was Moana.
Yeah. And that was a few years ago.
2016,
2016,
4 years
yeah.
ago.
That was good. I watched that in the theater, and I watched it Actually, I think I bought it on digital copy too because I really loved it. I enjoyed that. But yeah, it's been a long time since anything that I've enjoyed that has not been Pixar related because
Yeah.
that's like a one off.
Yeah.
For me, for Pixar, I think it was Pixar. Was Up. That was my last favorite good movie.
That was Pixar.
Yeah, that was my last pretty good favorite.
That was a heartbreaking. I wanted to like hang myself in the first like
Okay,
15
well,
minutes.
I
Yeah.
an alibi to this. Okay.
I mean, it's like, hey, come on over. We're gonna make you want to hang yourself. Oh, and then we'll show you the movie. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god. But where I think Moana was it. I mean, again, we're talking about stuff released under the Disney label, not Pixar. So that's what I'm gonna say. And you know what, Sam McCabe, I feel you, man. Brave was awesome. You know, and that was a strong female character. Oh, by the Who.
I really
yeah.
enjoyed Brave. I did.
Yeah.
It wasn't
A little.
exactly the Pixar film that I wanted to see, but I love the story. I bought into the story.
Yeah, and you know what? I didn't feel the wokeness, even though it was a strong female character.
Mhm.
Even though it took the two women to organize everything. What's going on, Christy?
I hear it. I have to ignore the private chat because y'all are crazy.
Oh God, no! I just read the
There's
chat.
nothing to see here.
But speaking of Brave, and I'm glad I highlighted Subhuman's comment.
Yeah.
The thing about Brave is even though there were strong female characters, she loved her brothers. She loved her father. And, they didn't treat all the men like they were stupid. And that's like one of the things that I like about Bill and Ted is that their daughters absolutely loved them. They didn't talk down to them. If anything, they were just like, we really want to help, we really want to help our dads. And
Yep.
that was so refreshing, to see, like, even when their dad screwed up, they were just like, you know what, we still believe in you. Even if you don't believe in yourself, we still believe in you. And that was powerful for me to see.
You know what's going to be sucky though? Disney owns Alien.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And they're thinking of making a new one, which probably means PG-13 Alien, which will not work. And I think they also own Predator.
Yes, they do. And Die Hard.
Okay.
So we're going to get a transgender xenomorph? Is that what you're saying?
Probably.
Look, oh God, I hope not. But look, wait, let me speak a little bit to what Steve's saying. Disney developed an attraction based on Alien, probably the most intense attraction I've ever been on outside of an extremely scary haunt.
I remember.
It was called the Extraterrestrial
Encounter or something
Is that the one where you
yeah.
sat in the dark with the steam on the back?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's where they put Stitch.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Water on your neck.
It was
supposed to be blood.
Oh, it was amazing. They took the theaters that were being used for the mission to Mars there, and they added harnesses and everything else. They turned it into a 4D-dimensional experience. What I mean is, you were sitting in a theater that the chair was capable of directional movement. They blew air and whipped air around your ankles. They moved the restraint on you. They blew hot breath on your neck.
Man.
You were convinced that the alien, which looked like a xenomorph, by the way, not by coincidence in any way, that thing, you swore that thing broke out of the containment unit that was in front of you. You sat in a circle around this thing. It was
the best thing. Amazing. I agree. It was because they had the lineup too. Because as you're going in for the actual ride, they had the lines perfectly because it was showing the transporter, how they did the experiment, and then they would show, oh, why is that head on that cute little thing and that ugly thing and that? And then as soon as you got in, there would be moments where it would get pitch black, and you wouldn't feel anything. And if you were a kid, you remember the scenes in Alien. You would remember that parts where they showed the close-ups of the vent and the breath, and the slime coming through, and that would trigger you. They did it so well, and now we got this. I look at Milan screen. Like,
I know.
Yeah. It was such an incredible attraction. They utilized a technology called monaural sound, which means it's not mono sound, monaural.
Hi Todd, how you doing?
Hey buddy.
Doing good.
And
what was that?
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, and it actually made it sound like something traveled from this side of your head to this side of your head going around your neck, and they integrated that with the breath on you, and you were beaming aboard this or you're beaming into existence a really friendly alien, and then all of a sudden the experiment went wrong. Of course, everything went terribly wrong, which is an old trope that you use in the theme park business, but that attraction was the best thing I had ever experienced for a horror attraction outside of like a legitimately 5A, like five-star haunt, which you only got, occasionally, if you were in a big city. So it was amazing. And then they destroyed it. And then they put Stitch in it. And now it's closed.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry. I got way off target. What I was trying to say
is 96, though, if you remember that. That was 1996.
Yeah. And so the fact that Disney now owns, like Steve was saying, this Fox property, Alien, I mean, the closest thing they did to it was in the Great Movie Ride in the Hollywood Studios. And they had a scene from Alien with Ripley like shaking, and the alien like coming out at you in 3 different ways through that attraction. But I don't expect them to make anything that's, like Steve was saying, better than PG-13. And that is a disservice to that property, because you need the horror, the gore, the suspense. You need that, and especially in a film that revolves around that character. Anyway, I went off on a...
No, you're right, though, but they can do it. Yeah. They did that ride so perfectly without the horror, because they did it through thrill and suspense. So they still have the ability to do that, but the thing is, I don't think they don't know how to do delivery anymore, because they're trying to pander to different things that don't fit in the movie they're trying to make, and they have forgotten that. And I think that's the main problem.
Sure, they have. I know Todd snuck in here with us. Todd is the illustrator on the Florida Man graphic novel.
Hi, Todd.
How are you guys? How's it?
I love you
awesome
so much.
Dude, yeah, I cannot wait for this.
You know what? In addition, there's actually an audiobook. I found it on Mike Barron's Twitter feed. Yeah, there's an audiobook for Florida Man on Audible.
Yeah, there is a novel. It's a separate in itself, same characters, and there's some overlap between the graphic novel and the novel, but it's a different story in its own right.
Awesome. So folks are going to have to check that out. So let me run through the rest of the chat. It's 9:52. Some of you guys are spending time with us, and we love it. Runner says, I spent $20 on Tenet. And you know what? That was $20 well spent, because that movie was flipping. It was really good.
I think we're seeing sort of a change in the whole idea of what, seeing a movie is all about. I mean, it's unfortunate, but, you could see it even without this whole pandemic. I think you could see it starting to happen. People are more comfortable pausing a movie and getting up and getting something than sitting in a movie theater. And, I think the quality of televisions has really changed that.
I don't think there's quality in television anymore. I think more people spend their time on YouTube.
Quality
and everything.
I mean,
like your HD, 4K.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what happened to me.
Experience happens right in your living room now.
Yeah, because once I got like my plasma, because I don't feel like getting another one. Once I got mine, and it was like a huge screen and the subwoofer, and I had the Blu-ray player, I'm like, why the heck should I have to go to a movie theater? I can have the same experience in the comfort of my home.
But you're missing out on the sticky floors and ruining the soles of your shoes.
Sticky floors, the screaming kids, the overpriced candy, which is why I was sneaking my candy in, which is why at Walmart they have the $1 theater boxes of candy at the checkout, because they know you're doing that.
That one guy kicking the back of your chair during the good part, and you're trying to enjoy it, but he's giving you the rocker sensation.
Oh, it's just ridiculous.
It's a very easy transition, right? It's not like it's a complicated one. It's very easy transition. Obviously, they got to figure out, how to control the paywall and what the pricing will be, and
Mhm.
still be able to make a blockbuster movie be affordable, but still make their money, because they're not going to make a $200 million movie and not be behind some kind of paywall. It's just not going to happen.
I agree that that is a good idea, but at the same time, the main concern is once it comes out, it only takes one pirate to distribute it all across the internet, and it's no longer a moneymaker. It doesn't matter how much money is used or not used. And I think that's their biggest fear right now is that as well.
I agree.
That's a good point.
I agree.
Captain Robert April says they should do a remake of A Song of the South instead of trying to pretend the original never happened. You know what? They don't have the spine to do a remake, and they really should just release the original Song of the South movie. I think I had told you guys before, all of those stories in Song of the South were stories that my grandmother used to tell me. So I never understood the blowback about that, because that is how people talk then. That is how my grandmother talked then. So you're trying to say that she's not authentic for how she spoke and the tales that she told, and that was folklore that had been passed down for years in a certain part of the Black American culture. So in a way, I find it really offensive that they're trying to, hide that away and also try to retheme Splash Mountain to take that out. Because to me, that feels like that's a part of my culture and the culture of a lot of others that they just want to rip out and throw out because someone doesn't want to be offended.
You can't destroy history just because you say it's not there. And that's what bothers me and probably a lot of people. History is history for a reason, to learn from it and not make the same mistakes.
Well, then you need to walk outside to, the guys that are tearing down your first prime minister statue and remind them of that.
Well, I would, but, I'm too pasty.
No, I know.
I mean, look at the Catholic religion and its history. It'd be like stringing up all the cardinals. I mean, people would have an outrage if we did that, but we're going to attach them to that history of the Catholic religion and the persecution and murdering it did. No,
DJ, you're too funny. Let's see. I was honestly disappointed with what Disney did with John Boyega. I thought he was going to become the main character and possibly a Jedi. Instead, we get Rey Sue. Yeah, if you go on my channel, we had the Queen's Council this past Thursday where we talked about that in depth. I know for a lot of people, we were really disappointed that what we thought was going to pan out, it turns out that it didn't, and it was one of the biggest missed opportunities for the sequel trilogy. China never developed a cultural attachment.
To be fair, though,
go ahead, Steve.
To be fair, though, it's not just Finn's character; it was every character that was poorly written.
Absolutely,
so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you guys think if John Boyega actually? Sorry.
I think he's missing the mark when he's calling it a race problem. It's clearly not that, because even Adam Driver's character was complete trash.
Yeah, it's not. I would agree. It's not a race problem. I would think that Disney tried to set up kind of like a bill of goods, and it didn't happen.
They did market Boyega's character as a Jedi though early on.
Yeah.
I had a thought, though. This is Bob. I don't know if you heard me say this before, but do you think if John Boyega actually gave Star Wars another chance and they got the proper writers, that they could do an actual sideline story of Finn and him working and training his Force sensitivity into a Jedi, but with none of the characters from the other movies, and build him back up? Do you think that's a possibility that they could do something like that?
Nah, the damage to the Star Wars universe has been screwed up beyond repair. They need to go back to 2015 and stick to the old canon, and then just do stuff anew.
But there's no source material in 2015.
Oh yeah, it's weird,
there's
isn't it?
Comics and books and coloring books and sticker books. And...
The stupid thing is, Kathleen Kennedy said, "Oh, we just discovered that there's 25,000 years of Star Wars lore, right, in the Star Wars universe that they can use."
But you finally got internet.
Yeah, but it's not going to work because they're doing the High Republic now, and according to the High Republic, they've only just gotten hyperspace travel, and that's set 200 years before Episode 1. So they just lost those 25,000 years because of that.
Dude, did they not hear the Old Republic? Oh, okay, you know what? I'm not going there. I'm so angry about
sorry,
this
I
already.
didn't mean to bring it off subject, but I'm just like, that says it all up right there.
Thank you, Christy.
You're welcome.
No problem. Christy.
I can't wait for your book, Tom.
I can't wait to get my copy. I can't wait. It's
For people out there that don't know what we're talking about, if you look me up on Facebook, I just put a post today that shows you all 16 pages that I've completed so far. Even though I got a lot of pages to go, but if the video itself doesn't twist your arm, then maybe the pages will. If not, I can physically come twist your arm to get you to buy Florida.
Yeah. You twist my arm and whisper sweet nothings in my ear at the same time, because then it's a seller.
Yeah, no, it's the Joe Biden maneuver, dude. That's all you need.
Sign me up. I'm down.
Well, folks, we have almost gone for like 2 hours. So any last thoughts from you guys regarding Mulan or what we talked about?
Okay. No.
No.
Sorry, I had to be specific there.
Yeah. I was going to say some very dirty things. No. Mulan's absolutely not the film you'd hoped for. Disney Star Wars is as bad as you think it is. And I don't have high hopes for much in the future other than what we can possibly try to save through our meager efforts here on YouTube. Although I think we're growing in number, and I think we're making an impression.
I haven't seen Mulan, so I can only go by what I've heard. But if you're going to do a period film, don't bring today's politics into a period film and try to push that kind of agenda. I heard there's a little bit of that, and there's a lot of characters that show up that aren't, sort of in the original story, so that's confusing. You didn't really give them a reason for being, and there's a lot of missing characters, and I understand. I guess if you could do a genie, you could have done a dragon, but you decided not to go that way. I would have loved to have a dragon still voiced by Eddie Murphy, CG or not. I would have bought into that before anything else.
Even if he sounded like buckwheat, it would have been good.
Dang, it's bad. But to at least have them. Christy, Steve, you guys got anything?
I'm good.
No, I'm having a blast watching older movies, rewatching movies I haven't watched in a long time, or watching older movies I've never watched before. So I'm completely good.
I'm with you there. I'm watching I Dream of Jeannie on IDMB. Sorry. What a classic show! Wholesome and all based on sexual tension. Great stuff.
Oh, I'm just catching up on CSI Miami, so that's what I've been binging on.
Let me pull up my glasses.
He always get those glasses and just stare off into the distance.
Yeah, with his head cocked, always.
Yes, always. Oh my gosh, I saw I'm probably spoiling.
Actually, that's an acting technique that I really hate. It's called tilt your head acting, and it is the worst thing. And the king of it is George Clooney.
He's off.
George Clooney will always do this, and Brad Pitt will do this, and it drives me freaking crazy.
But
I'm like,
Zoolander mock
talk
that?
like a human being. Don't do this.
I know, Mother Monster. Demond, I always
sorry, guys.
I always try to end at 9:30 because I know people are trying to go over to Demond and I's screen, but lately I've been bad about doing that. So some folks, it's like it's perfectly cool to break off and go and check out the other channels. We're just glad you stopped in and came to see us. So yeah, it's kind of hard. You actually can split yourself in 3 online, but don't tell anyone that.
As for final thoughts, I'll go quick. I'm probably not going to see Mulan, even if when it does become free or pops up on my internet somehow. I don't have the urge or drive to be disappointed again. As for Star Wars, the sad thing is I just realized today is Jar Jar Binks is written better as a character than any of the sequel trilogy, and that's a nightmare. And I'd like to thank Lorena and the stream for supporting her and not muting me. So, and the private chat is a godsend. Thank you.
Horatio Kane, break me off a piece of, yeah, between him and Eric Delco, I'm just watching like, I love this show. Well, everyone, follow the folks here on Twitter, subscribe to them on YouTube, especially Fat Steven Seagal over on Twitter. He actually has a GoFundMe so he can get an upgraded computer so he can keep cranking out all these lovely hot takes and memes that he puts out, because frankly, now it's to the point where his memes are part of the darn streams now. You know, it's like people stop.
If the rest of it will go towards Weight Watchers so I can deny myself from feeling thin and just sell my points for more Twinkies.
So definitely do look him up on Twitter. Subscribe to everyone, you know, on this channel. Follow them on Twitter. Again, I love hanging out with you guys on this stream. I love doing this. Just love having fun. Just to kick back.
I hate you, Latino.
Huh?
I hate you, Latino.
Oh, is he?
Just a little.
He's something else. He's something else. Oh my gosh. So again, you guys, thanks so much for coming. Appreciate it. You know, just relax, enjoy life, you know, enjoy life and have a good time. So again, thank you for joining me. Everyone have a wonderful night. Take care of yourself. Peace and blessings.